Hello and welcome to today's Lol Esports Roundup. We're going to cover the games for tomorrow in the LPL and LEC. My predictions for the year, I'm 306 and 147. Those are in the members only tier. Just disclaimer, I did begin the onboarding process for a new employment, So with that in mind, things may be changing on the channel. There will be a video about that sometime next week and how I want to approach MSI and things like that. I do intend on continuing to do daily content, but the manner in which it is done may have to change. So keep that all in mind when you join in on that sort of stuff. Sneak peek, LPL, finals, BLG, JDG, 10 and 6, 13 and 3. When they played a couple weeks ago, JDG won 3-2. Knight was our MVP on Discord, going 16, 15, and 30 for 30% of damage. Yagao, 12, 10, 35, 24% of damage for BLG. This is only bragging rights. If you really think first and second seed really matters in this event for the LPL, I mean, I guess it matters to you, but outside of a trophy, there's not really much on the line because both teams obviously are going to MSI, and I find it very hard to believe that the second LPL seed would lose out to the PCS or VCS or whatever at MSI. I really don't see that happening. Now, in terms of previewing this series, there were some interesting things that occurred this morning. Hearing Tabe call out Home as being a overpaid coach that should not, be receiving the salary that they do. Tabe has won more than him, so I guess he can say that. And then in addition to that, we had Bin and 369 go back and forth, and I imagine all roles did do this, but these were the only two clips that I had saw before I made this video. Bin said something about how he solo killed 369. 369 said maybe Ben should play a solo game, single player game, instead of league, because this is a team game if he's worried about that. And Ben's responded with, that doesn't answer why I'm able to solo kill you in lane. And as a Ben enjoyer, I do think 369 had him here for a moment. 369 has never won internationally either, but he does and has shown the ability to facilitate and make things happen for his team and fall on the sword if necessary, and that has allowed JDG to have a better record than BLG. And historically, I'd prefer a guy that's willing to do anything, where Ben sounds like he's more worried about lane, which I don't think that's a shock to anybody. In the jungle, Kanavi Knight, jungle mid, Kanavi Knight versus Shun Yagao is definitely JDG favored. And then the bot lane, Elk has been playing better than Ruler, but this is a big moment. Ruler has been in big moments, Elk has not. So, with that in mind, it's hard for me to find a BLG angle outside of Bin carrying, because 369 decides to facilitate, and that's just what happens, and Ben is able to carry, which he's capable of doing, or Elk carrying and Ruler not showing up. I have felt like Ruler, for the most part, this split has been playing definitely a second fiddle role to Knight, which is fine. This is an all-star team, right? But yeah, so I think that this one's going to be really exciting tomorrow morning, although there is not much on the line for it. LEC, these are best of threes, Fnatic and Mad Lions. Fnatic 4 and 5, Mad Lions 3 and 6. In their matchup, this split, Fnatic won. Oscarinen went 808 with 26% of damage on an Olaf. Chasey in the loss went 233, 29%. Mad Lions, if they can win this gives them a very good chance of going, well, not a very good chance, but it gives them a much better chance of going to MSI than otherwise. That all hinges obviously on G2 winning the split. If G2 does not win, then you end up in a situation where Mad Lions need to win to get in, and I don't think they win to get in. But if G2 were to win, Vitality finished second, and Mad Lions finished, I don't know, fourth. all of a sudden, Mad Lions are in a happy position, right? They're probably going to MSI. So definitely a lot on the line for them. And Fnatic obviously need to win the split to get in, and I doubt that's going to happen. But you know, I think it should be competitive. We'll see which team kind of has the right idea going into tomorrow, because neither one seemed to have a good grasp on the meta last week. And then G2 and SK. I know I haven't been mentioning the power rankings really. BLG were third, JDG first, Fnatic 22nd, Mad Lion 16th. And then we have G2 and SK. G2 5th, SK 19th, 6 and 3, 4 and 5. When they played this split, G2 would win. Broken Blade went 507, 18% of damage on Cho'Gath. Irrelevant went 343, 29% of damage. He might have been on Anara as well. SK has struggled, to say it mildly, this split after a very, very fun winter. That was like, oh my god, SK really coming out of nowhere. Exakick and Dawes doing fantastic. Marcoon really making things happen. The meta shifts in the jungle. Marcoon isn't getting as much done, and in bot lane also isn't doing as much. Now, Marcoon starts playing towards topside more this split, and I don't agree with that. I don't think Irrelevant is the win con. So I think they have to really rethink how they want to play the game to right the ship here. And against G2, I think it's going to be a tall order. But SK need to win. In G2, glorified scrims. I've said this before, I'll say it again. G2 are just glorified scrimming it. They've been doing it all spring long. This was the expected result, which is why I haven't dropped them in my power rankings. They could have went 3 and 6, and they still would be 5th place in my power rankings, because they have nothing to play for. They're going to MSI either way. So that's the deal. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.